We're going to have a discussion over preeclampsia during pregnancy. Some of the objectives that you guys are going to learn today during the discussion is going to be objective one, which is pretty much going to be you will be able to describe the importance of preeclampsia during pregnancy. Objective two is going to be able to state some outcomes of preeclampsia that you will have while you're pregnant. Objective three is going to be how early preeclampsia can start during a pregnancy. And objective four is going to be explaining symptoms of preeclampsia and what causes them. For many of you that don't know what preeclampsia is a pregnancy condition characterized by high blood pressure and signs of damage to other organ systems, often normally the kidneys. Some symptoms and outcomes that come with preeclampsia during pregnancy. Some of the outcomes are going to be a stillbirth of the child. They may be death to the mother and the child, or it could just be a low birth weight if you have the child very early. Some symptoms that you will have while you're pregnant for preeclampsia would be you would get a headache, you would have visual disturbances, confusion, you'll have upper right stomach pain, you will have impaired renal functions, and then you're going to have fatal impaired liver function. And that's just pretty much where your liver shuts down. Okay, this is where we're going to take a break and let you guys do a fun little activity to let y'all learn about someone else's experience with preeclampsia. So I'm going to divide the class into two groups, and then you will each get a case study to read over and decide how you feel and what you think is most important about it. This is where we will take 15 minutes to do this activity. Now that the activity is over, we are just going to review some of the stuff that we learned before the activity started. Have any of you ever had preeclampsia? Yes, I've had preeclampsia before with both of my pregnancies. What are some outcomes that come with preeclampsia during pregnancy? Some outcomes that come with preeclampsia is going to be a low birth weight of the child while being born early. You could have a stillbirth of the child, and then there could be a death of the mother or the child. What are some symptoms of preeclampsia? Symptoms of preeclampsia could be, a headache, visual disturbances, fatal liver function, and then confusion, and then upper right stomach pain. Does anyone in your family have preeclampsia? Yes, my mother had preeclampsia with all three of her children. My aunt also had preeclampsia with her two children, and so it kind of just runs in the family. Okay, I'm sure most of you don't know how early preeclampsia can start during a pregnancy. The earliest that it can start is going to be at 4 weeks in your first trimester. 4 weeks is where you will start to develop those symptoms that we talked about, which will be the headaches, the blurry vision, the liver pain, and then your upper right stomach hurting. As it gets worse, it will gradually go through your pregnancy and get worse. What causes preeclampsia is insignificant blood flow to the uterus, damage to blood vessels, a problem with the immune system, and then just certain genes that you have throughout your family. Since preeclampsia runs in my family, it's pretty much going to be with every one of my pregnancies that I have. I will probably get it. Okay, now we're going to do activity 2. This is just going to be a fun and creative game for you ladies to get up and get around and get to know each other and just have fun with your pregnancy and not focus on all the risk factors and worries that goes on with pregnancy. Okay, during this game, you're going to need to pick a partner from our class. You and each partner will get a piece of string, and you will measure each other's stomachs to see how big they are. But before you measure them, you need to guess what size you think their stomach is and how far along you think they are. And the one that gets the closest will win a gift certificate. We're going to take about 15 minutes here to do this game, let you ladies get to know each other and see who the winner will be. Now that activity 2 is done, we are going to do some questions to see if you guys remember what we learned from before the activity, okay? Okay. How early can preeclampsia start? Preeclampsia can start around week 4, which is your first month of pregnancy and your first trimester. Some of the causes that causes preeclampsia when you're pregnant is going to be an insignificant blood flow to the uterus. It's going to be damage to the blood vessels, a problem with your immune system, which means you have a really weak immune system, and it's just not very good while you're pregnant. And it could just be that you just have certain genes in your family that you will get preeclampsia because everyone else in your family has gotten it. How far along pregnant are you? I am 26 weeks pregnant and 3 days. Is this your first pregnancy? No, this is not my first pregnancy. This is my second pregnancy. I already have a 2-year-old son, and now I'm pregnant with another boy. If you have any more questions, you all have my contact